Morning. Matthew in Niagara. Let's talk about scrupulous attorneys this morning. I'm going to have another video coming out here shortly about what I've been talking about with regards to this YouTube page. And again, I want stories. I know there's brave individuals out there. My inbox is filled with them. But let's talk about scrupulous attorneys like Jonathan Goldman. I'm staring at an email here from one of my followers, and this is for you, and she'll be watching, and all the other individuals out there watching me. Let's talk about how scrupulous these attorneys are, because they took an oath to uphold the state constitution and do things ethically and all this other stuff. And this is how shady and a piece of garbage Jonathan Goldman is as an attorney. Talking about a balance due, the individual basically fired him as an attorney. He wasn't doing his job. And there's two sides to every story. That's fine. But when it comes to the balance due, I'm staring at an email where he is basically telling them that there's a balance due. He'll knock some down if she'll come through with the remaining balance. And he says he wants to do this so I can avoid filing judgment for this balance. Now, let's get something straight, Jonathan, because just like you do things shady, against the law, and everything else when it comes to the family divorce, you haven't served me properly with papers. You've had ex parte communications with the judge in my case, child support, and CPS. Let's get something straight, because I know something about something. I may not be an attorney, but when it comes to a balance due, you can't just file a judgment, you piece of garbage. There's a process, and you as an attorney should know this. And the very fact that because I know you attorneys word shit a specific way, and you're just trying to scare this individual, and that's bullshit, because there's a process. You would have to take her to small or large claims case, which means you have to file a petition in court stating that they owe you money and what they owe you money for. You have to then properly serve her. I know that's a term that you're not familiar with, because I haven't been properly served in my case in the past 2 months. And don't worry, Jonathan, that's coming to the federal court. And you can't just file a judgment. You're not judge, jury, and executioner, Mr. Goldman. You're a shiesty, ambulance chasing piece of garbage attorney is what you are. You can't just file a judgment. You have to go to the court in small claims or large claims, file a motion, have it properly served, and then you have to argue your case. And keep in mind, that client of yours has every right to come in front of that judge and explain what you didn't do ethically as an attorney, and how you wronged her, and any other grievances she may have that justify her not paying the bill, if that's what they feel like. So there is a process. And these attorneys, these dirtbag attorneys, it burns me, because I operate my business, Maddie's Auto Repair, as an honest individual. I am upfront with my customers. I have had balances that don't get paid and stuff like that. I work with my people. I don't think I know for a fact I haven't tried to word things in a way that I know isn't true, which is what attorneys do. They just twist the wording, and it's bullshit. It's not an equal playing field in the family matters and the family court system, and it starts with the dirtbag, garbage pieces of shit attorney like Jonathan Goldman. The very mention that you can file a judgment just out of thin air without going to the court states exactly how much of a piece of shit attorney you are. So again, there's a process out there, and people need to pay attention. Small claims, large claims, they have to file a petition in court. You have to be properly served. You get a court date, and then you get to argue your case. That's the law. And don't let any dirtbag attorney like that push you around and say that, because he's trying shady shit in my family matter. It's proven. It's on record. Don't worry, Jonathan. It's coming. And when it comes to the federal matter, and you get your bar card pulled because of the unethical things that you have been doing for the past how many years since you've been representing Stacy, and then shit like this that I see, it's coming. So stay tuned, everybody, because I'll be having a video We need to keep shedding light on the dark places in the family court process because this is what they want. They don't want this shit getting out. We need to keep shedding light on this stuff. We need stories like this. Shiesty attorneys doing shady shit, gals, judges, commissioners. We need to get everything out there. They cannot silence us all. So make it a great Saturday.